Welcome to Random, Rambling, and Rhetoric with TJ Mercer. That's my TT. And it's all powered by her Samsung Notes. Now, here's my TT.
I just loves me some porta potties, said no one ever. I don't know about you, but the ickiest thing on the planet is when I am forced to use a porta potty. I try to hold my bladder until the last possible minute. And what about nasty public restrooms? Ew, public restrooms plus kids. Parents, what do you do as soon as you take them to a public bathroom? You make them hold up their hands and forbid them to touch anything. Then you get in the stall, there's no toilet paper or seat cover, you handle your business, come out, and then there's no soap or paper towels. Lord have mercy. Jesus is just not a good situation all around. Fortunately, there's the Restroom Kit, a full bathroom solution the size of a lightweight deck of cards. A deck of cards, y'all. I keep one in my purse all the time just because it's complete with a full patented oversized toilet seat cover, enough toilet paper to cover the essentials, plus wet wipes for your tushy and your hands. The Restroom Kit is a don't leave home without it necessity for your road trips, you going camping, the beach, festivals, basically any restroom that ain't yours. Even that friend of yours who's cleaning is not their strong suit. You know what I mean? So pop on over and visit therestroomkit.com. That's therestroomkit.com. And when you use the code RAMBLINGS, RAMBLINGS, you will get 15% off your purchase. So stop going to the bathroom without the full protection you need. Go get the Restroom Kit at therestroomkit.com. Hey, it's your girl TJ, and we are on our morning walk, as we normally are. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. So usually, I'm always posting on social media that yumminess hits my inbox, my email box, my text messages, sometimes even before my feet hit the floor for the day. But this morning, unfortunately, I was thrown for a curveball when I looked at my phone and I had gotten a text from my dad. And I knew then because I woke up like at 5:30. So if daddy is texting me before I wake up, it can't be good. It just can't. So his text simply said, call me when you get a chance. And I knew, okay. And as you know, your mind is going through several different scenarios. I'm thinking something has happened to mom or something has happened to my brother, Bud. And then I'm counseling out them because if something had happened to either one of them, they would have called me or gotten in touch with me. And so, okay, I counseled that out. So I'm like, what could possibly be wrong? And so I call dad and I can tell by the sound of his voice, whatever it is, it ain't good. So all I said was, what happened? And he proceeded to tell me that a young man who, let me back up. My dad is a pastor. And I left home, way before he started pastoring this church. So I've been gone away from home almost 25 years. So I think he started pastoring this particular church right after I left. And no, I've been gone from home almost 30 years. So a young man that my dad had taken under his wing and cared for and loved on like a son had tragically passed last night. And his name was Dennis Moore. And my heart immediately broke because Dennis was that kind of fella. He was 30, he had just turned 36 on 5 days ago and celebrated his birthday. And Dennis was a bit developmentally challenged or very childlike, I would like to say. But he had grown into such an amazing young man who had gone to culinary arts school, and he had the most amazing desserts. Like, there is an expression in the Black community, it was so good you want to slap your mama. Now, why we gotta slap our mamas, I don't know, because knowing we slap our mamas, we're gonna end up getting slapped back and possibly dead. But but his desserts were so utterly, like, I would have to stay away from Dennis. And Dennis was my Facebook pal, and I used to always joke and say he was my dad's spy, because he would keep my dad abreast to what's going on in my life, because my father is not on social media. So he would occasionally chime in, I'm telling your daddy, or I'm telling Pastor Mercer. And Dennis, the only way I can describe Dennis is that he was just jolly. You always saw him with a smile on his face. And my father is breaking, and he was like, call Bud. And I had for a moment forgotten the connection to Bud, my brother, because Dennis was only a couple years older than my brother. And whenever my brother went to stay with my dad, it was he and Dennis. And as kids, you know, Dennis being a bit developmentally behind the other kids his age, he would get picked on. And my brother, of course, wasn't gonna go for that. So he was always keeping bullies away from Dennis. And so I called my brother, and my brother's just still broken, just a mess. And I talked to my brother for a few minutes, and then I decided to just go look at Dennis' Facebook page. And I don't know why I do this, but I've been doing this for a while. And I wanted to see what was the last thing Dennis posted. Because a few years ago, we coming up on a garbage truck, guys, sorry. A few years ago, a childhood friend had passed, and I went to their page, and it was just venom. They were just cussing someone plumb out on their Facebook page, and that was the last post that they chose to do with their life. Contrary, I went to Dennis' page, and as I learned, Dennis, you know, had been facing some health challenges, and his last post was giving glory to God, which kind of made me chuckle, because it's exactly who Dennis was, always loving on the people he loved and loving on his God. And so it kind of reminded me, and the reason why I wanted to pop on is just think about how you really want to be remembered. Life is not promised to either one of us. It's really like a vapor. One minute we're here, the next we're out. And for me, that was Dennis, because you saw all the well wishes on his page, and it was like, bruh, I just talked to you. We were just together this past weekend. Now I got to try to process that you're gone. And so it reaffirms for me, something I had decided a long time ago. It's getting windy, so I'm hoping you guys are okay. But it was something I decided a long time ago, that at my funeral, I don't want really a eulogy. I just want person after person after person to stand up and finish this sentence. I'm grateful for TJ's life because God used her to, and then finish it. And so, which is why you may have heard me say before, I wake up every day asking God how to be a sap. SAP, somebody's answered prayer. And here's what I know about Dennis. That smile, that hug, those desserts that I ran from, it was all about being an answered prayer. How do you want to be remembered? What are you putting out in the world so that if you unexpectedly hit your death and God decides your life is complete and someone goes and a stranger goes and scans your social media pages, what are you putting out there? Are you putting out there love, laughter, and lessons, which is the theme of this podcast? Or are you putting out hurt and anger and discourse and venom? And think about that the next time you post. Is this what you want to be remembered for? And if you are, then that's fine. And I would encourage you to keep listening to my podcast, because I would want to hopefully change your mind and help you find the joy in life and the desire to want to put good out there. And I'm going to combat that. But I believe, for the most part, that people are inherently good, just like Dennis. So, that's my heart. Go out and make God smile with the time you have left. And in my case, every day, I'm going to set out to make him crack up. Remember to like, to share, write a review, tell your pals about your good friend named TJ. Bye.
Well, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed what my TT shared with you. And like she always says, let's go out and make God smile. And don't forget to hug somebody. It's T2 Mercer signing off now. See y'all later.